What's going on? What's going on? We live? Okay, good. We live across the different socials. How you doing, folks? Your host, the Cape Cod Kid. All right, got a connection secure. We're gonna go across the socials and get the socials going on. How's everybody doing this evening? It's a little more temperate today. Okay, not super cold in the Northeast. All right. Hope your day was good. We coming at you when we have the time to come at you. Okay. There's certainly plenty going on right now. We get our socials straightened out. We good. Socials are good. Hope everybody out there is doing all right. You know what I mean? Nighttime is the right time to Sand City Sports. And we getting it. Hold on. Am I? Yes, the Twitter is good. Let's come on over. Come on over and make sure, okay? YouTube is good. All right. All right. And last but not least, got to check the Twitch. Make sure the Twitch is where it's supposed to be. All right. Sure the Twitch is where it's supposed to be. And we get moving and grooving. Okay. I was gonna say the beginning, but it's the second day of the week. Live, I'm stream manager. We live, we here. All right, folks. Welcome to Sand City Sports. As we say, we getting right to the business, and you know where we have to start. Okay. The blockbuster deal from the weekend has kept us going. All right. It remains top of the line. All right. So we're gonna have to dive into the Luka Dončić deal first. Appearance in LA press conference. We're gonna look at that, and we there's been a parting of the ways here. Okay, and either your team Luka or your team Mavericks. All right, Cape Cod Kid, I am firmly team Luka. There's no two ways about it. Okay, this was a swindle. The Lakers made out like bandits. They put themselves back in the championship conversation. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay, I cannot. We're gonna have to go into the annals. I'm going all the way back to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being gifted from the Milwaukee Bucks to the Los Angeles Lakers. Does anybody know who he was traded for? It certainly wasn't an all-time great player because I don't know who he is. Basketball people don't know. They got some sort of compensation. The Milwaukee Bucks did, okay, but it wasn't of the same ilk. It wasn't to the same level. Kareem, what, top 5, top 3, wherever you want to put him. Obviously, is all-time leading scorer. LeBron took that from him. Okay, a record that stood for what, decades? 6 championships, multiple MVPs. So a lot of times, because Kareem was not, personable, charismatic, marketable, like others, he kind of slips down, and Bill Russell's certainly in there, and obviously Will Chamberlain, but Kareem on Mount Olympus. Okay, and he was with Milwaukee. He was traded to the Lakers. The rest is history. He won the one championship. We can share the screen. We you know what I mean? So let's get Kareem for the people on the screen, right? Kareem. All right. We're getting better with our production. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson. Let's get that. You know what I mean? Can we? Yeah. No. X that out. Thank you. Okay. Right? Negatai. Silence the phone. Silencio. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah. Share it, right? Okay, folks? Right? My basketball people out there, one of the dynamic duos that we don't really speak on because we didn't get a chance to see it for that long. All right, Oscar, older. You didn't get the triple-double Oscar Robertson, but, you got all-time great Oscar Robertson, and then Kareem coming into the league, dominant, winning Rookies of the Year, MVPs, absolute force of nature. All right, and they got the job done for the Milwaukee Bucks, a 71 championship. Now, the Bucks a couple years back got themselves another championship. And honestly, I see a lot of correlation, similarities between Giannis and Kareem, but more so Wemby. Wemby is the new look Kareem, as far just more of a they both play that center position, but play it in a way that is distinctive. Kareem had the sky hook, unstoppable move, and obviously Wemby has range from the 3 point line all the way to point blank, in front of the basket. Okay, so that's the but Giannis, as Wemby is coming into himself, his stardom. Giannis, who is a small forward, he's not a center, but the way that he just keeps pressure on you and is dominant was similar in my mind to Kareem and him and Dame, Giannis and Dame. Now, is Giannis and Dame the same as Kareem and Oscar Robertson? It's not, folks. I'm not going there with you at all. Okay, they've been playing better, right? I credit the Bucks. They're dangerous. Dangerous is maybe a little bit, you know what I mean. They're no, I think I can say the Bucks are dangerous. I think can say the Bucks are dangerous. The Celtics continue to just, kind of just, be there, be good. But are they the favorites? We don't know if they're the favorites. You know, we standing on business with my Knicks, who are continuing to grow and get this thing right. But the Cavaliers, and by the way, the Celtics, it's been a busy day. It's been a beautiful day, but it's been a busy day, folks. Let me just let's just check. I think let's check the NBA and see. Right, because the Celtics nipped, right? Celtics nipped the Cavs. That's a big win in Cleveland, 112-105, right? So and the Celtics have, I don't know if the Cavs have beaten the Celtics this year, honestly. So it could be much ado about nothing. It could be, a participation trophy in terms of the Cavs winning the regular season, but the Celtics, are playing chess while everybody else, particularly myself, is playing checkers. I don't know. Okay, it's a good win tonight for Boston. They need these wins to just, guys, don't get caught up in the standing. Let's check to see how far the Celtics are back. Okay, only 5 games, 5 games back of Cleveland. So this is an important win. Knicks are falling off the pace a little bit, 7 games back. And then actually Milwaukee's falling, Indy is fourth with, 10 games back, and Milwaukee's there, 12 games back. Okay, so we're starting to see, but a good win for Boston. And let's come back to the center. All right. Again, Sand City Sports, glad to be with you this evening. Okay. And we're starting with Luka. We're going to do obviously some Super Bowl stuff. We'll go around the NBA. I want to talk a little NIL. I'm not going to be with you super duper long tonight. We're going to be, by an hour. We're going to check in, an hour on the check-in. All right. And everybody that's rocking with us, we on the socials. We on the Facebook. We doing the IG. We're on the Twitter. Okay, we're on Twitter right now. The YouTube is where it needs to be, and of course, we're on Twitch. I got Twitch all the way over here. Let's bring Twitch back. Okay, one viewer, a couple viewers rocking with me, and it's much. But we're talking Luka, folks. We're talking Luka, and I am firmly Team Luka. And the Dallas Mavericks were wrong. They've made a mistake. They are going to pay for it. We can keep these receipts. That's just where I'm at, and no two ways about it. Now, it needs to be said, when the Sand City Sports, when this was kind of, and it's been doing this for like 4 or 5 years now, maybe like 5, 6. Speaking of which, my beard, my year journey is coming up on year 6, I believe. I missed last year. Those people that are members of the beard community, that's like an important date, like when so I've been growing this out. Now it's not, it is what it is in terms of, right? It is what it is. We can let's we're gonna stop sharing and come back to the, my beard journey is what it is. I try to keep it, crispy, and the oils and everything else like that. But it's a proud moment coming up on, I believe it's 6 years. So it's a proud moment. But my point of fact is, I bring that up because this pod is about 6 years old, somewhere in there, 5 or 6 years old. It's a passion project, and it's gone through different iterations. And I like the format that that's current right now, with this kind of Zoom format across a number of different platforms. There was a time that we had the we did the camera and filmed it and then brought it over, to the different platforms. But I like this Zoom format. There was a time to start off where Sand City Sports was at the Cape Cod Media Center in studio doing the recording, editing it, and then getting it out there. So there's a lot of different iterations. But I'm happy where we're at now. I'm at, it's just, past just me, and just hopeful, just kind of keep after it, and do the best that I can do. Where am I going with this in relation to Luka? Folks, in those early days of Sand City, I was firmly Team Belichick. I thought it was about coaches and systems that develop championships. How does that look right now? Okay. How does that look right now? Let's get that for you on the screen, right? We're trying to, okay. Let's get that for you on the screen so we can, right? Brady, Belichick, it's all good now. Everybody's friendly now, right? Everybody's friendly now. See if we can get good art. No, that's not good art. Come back, X that out. Should have these. Okay, can we get some good art? Globe picture. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. I don't want to log. Gotta make me log in. I hear you, Globe. Is that right? Okay, good. Now let's go ahead and share so that people can see, so we can continue this conversation. We're talking Luka, right? And I want everybody to keep the receipts, because when this divorce happened, I was over here. I was Team Belichick. And it was the system, right? That now in the scope of time, now that it's worked itself out, who was the senior member of this duo? It was over here. He was the senior partner. Okay? And he was the driving force. We can see now. Okay, for the Patriots dynasty. Now he needed a proper sensei. That's what Bill Belichick provided. But in terms of the equilibrium of power, Patriots dynasty was dependent over here. Okay, when it happened, I was hook, line, and sinker over here. All right, folks. And I just feel differently about it right now with Luka, And so when we come back, in the scope of, Luka Dončić is, now we got to say was, the straw that stirred the drink for the Dallas Mavericks and put them back in the championship conversation, where they have not been since Dirk Nowitzki left out of town. That was how it was going down. All right. And you traded him for a very good player, older player, very good player, somebody who is more consistent now. Anthony Davis playing more consistent basketball right now than he had been. I got to give him credit. His nickname, right? Anthony Davis' nickname is Street Clothes. He hasn't been Street Clothes Davis recently. He's been there. So they didn't get nothing, but they could have gotten a lot more. I feel, many other people feel. You could have gotten Connect. You could have gotten more picks. You could have brought a third team in. Okay, because you took somebody who is, on Mount Olympus. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, and play. See if we can get the press conference for you. Play that, and then I got to make my kind of seminal point, with this. Man, it's 28 minutes. Yeah, go ahead and play it. We don't need the... Okay, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop sharing over here. I'm going to play the press conference, and then there's a couple words, you know what I mean? Because you can see certain things in the press conference. He was surprised. I was surprised. A lot of people, a lot of surprise. Okay? Rob looking like a dude. Rob Pelinka over here looking like a dude, folks. Man, he got some swag. Luka look, kind of buttoned up. Has like the cardigan. Doesn't look so out of shape, folks. Just looking at him, he doesn't look. Is this guy what? Conditioning? What? You traded him because of conditioning? Is my vision being affected here? You know, you're talking about Luka like he's the round mound to rebound. You're talking about Luka like he's Charles Barkley at Auburn. Are you kidding me? This is the rationale. People and just Rob, dude, shoot, man. I need Rob Pelinka's agent. Let him know Sand City Sports is Rob Pelinka over here looking like new money. Rob Pelinka looking, man, like he about to get another championship. Oh, Uncle Rob. Okay, and Luka, shout out to the watch game. Now his watch is a little bit different than my watch. This has been a hand-me-down for a lot of different years. Luka watch, but shout out to his watch game is strong, and you know what I mean. He in his press, he's kind of shell shocked a little bit, because when you're you know what I mean, MVP level. Since when do MVP level players get traded, for anything less than a haul, or get traded without their knowledge, or get traded like they're a G League player? Since when does that happen? So you can understand. I can understand how Luka. You know what I mean? You're gonna treat me like this. You treat me like this. But folks, let's remember. Has Luka been MIA in the playoffs? Does Luka not show up when it matters most? Has he not been giving people the business since he came into the league? Go back to the bubble and see what he did to the Clippers as a youngin'. This man, Luka, the new look Larry Legend, right? This is why this trade is bananas to me. You're gonna trade Larry Legend going into his prime for a good player who's getting close to being at the end of their prime and has injury issues? It's outlandish to me. As we keep going on, it just becomes more and more, boggles my imagination. And then let's move further. You poked a bear. You upset a beehive. This man, Luka Legend, was already a problem in the playoffs. He doesn't look out of shape, folks. Now, he does play heavier. We talked about this the first night when I came on. I didn't even realize that, and frankly, I was not alone. When I checked ESPN, the people in the fantasy chat let me know, because I was running behind, and you know what I mean? We were running behind on this program, but we get on when we have to get on. It is what it is. You're going to get up and go to work tomorrow and have another good work day. This is when Sand City Sports, again, the left coast, it's not that late. East Coast, it's a little bit later, technically. It's not that late for me. But, others I know have different routines, and they rock how they rock. I got no problem with it. But this is when Sand City Sports is coming at you live and in full effect, baby. Jump on if you want. Comment, please. Good, bad, and different. You know what I mean? Keep it positive, but let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel, people. Okay? But it was a beautiful thing. Because, I came on, I wanted to get on, but I came on after midnight on the East Coast. And, it was my Saturday. That's how I spend my Saturday nights. I love to do it. I'm all about it. Sand City Sports, this is not only my passion, but keep me on a straight and narrow, keep things organized. But I was feeling some type of a way because I felt that I was late. Turns out I was right into the mix. Because everybody was, you got to make hay while the sun shines. So when that episode a couple of days ago, they came on, and I was, feeling something, but then I'm like, what? I am in the place to be. Everybody was having an emergency podcast. It wasn't an emergency for Sand City. I was just running late. But everybody was having, was jumping on, and everything was going bananas. But everybody, because I don't play hate, we congratulate. So I'm listening to Gottlieb. I listen to my man, J Max, Straight Fire. Obviously, Club Shay, Nightcap, First Take. Broussard with First Things. I you know what I mean? I'm always, this is my passion. I work in education. I love what I do. I love what I do. Okay, I have a get-to job. I love it. But man, to work in sports media, wow, that'd be something. So I'm always following and but I bring that up because, sports media personalities and they were double checking. I wasn't alone because ESPN said something. It's most likely true. I had to get further verification. I saw it on ESPN. I was like, no, I need Shams. Woj retired. Shout out to J Mac and Straight Fire. He had a really good interview with Woj. on Straight Fire that I was listening to the other day. It was on point, and I want to talk some more. I want to talk. What are we? 20 minutes. So we're gonna do about an hour. We're gonna do about an hour today. That's about an hour. Um, Again, you know what I mean. But we got to balance it out. This is the work-life balance. I'm not there yet to just be able to do this, and will I ever get there? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? It's not necessarily right around the corner, but if you're one of those people that's fortunate to do sports media, then you can just go. You can just go. I feel like coming up, when we get on Sin Cities, and I'm just going to go. Particularly when you have things like this, where the trade deadline, we still got 2 more days of the trade deadline, folks, and the Super Bowl's coming up. So I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope, you know what I mean, everything is, I'm doing pretty good. I got things stacked up, but I'm doing pretty good. What did Lou Gehrig say? I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the planet, because I got all get-to jobs. Everything's a get-to. I like everything that I'm a part of. So I'm fortunate in that way. But you have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to be prepared. You have to be organized. So, you know what I mean? You move from one thing to the next. Again, folks, this is the guy who's supposed to be out of shape and overweight. He just looks burly to me. You know what I mean? Are we trading people because they have a dad bod? Is a dad bod now a tradable offense? Is that where we're at? Dad bod means tradable offense? Never mind, you took a team to the finals, but you have a dad bod. Whether you're a dad, I'm a dog dad. I'm not, you know what I mean? Your boy, a dog dad. That's, Willis, the late, great Carlton, my previous dog. You know what I mean? But now Willis, who's about 2 years old. Willis is a ding. No, Willis is a Malinois. I'll get you some pictures. We'll get pictures of Willis. He's doing good. He's got his bones, and he's out there. We're going to get him outside moving around a little bit. I'm a dog dad. You know what I mean? I'm a dog dad. But Luka, he's husky. You trade an MVP level guy that took you to the finals because he has a husky frame. So what? Kansas City you've seen? Son, we need pictures. We're gonna, right? And Luka's looking debonair here. But folks, the Lakers are chip chasing right now. Chip chasing. A. B. They've gotten rid of all of the uncertainty about post LeBron, right? Post LeBron, because post Kobe, what happened? You're searching and you don't know, and you know what I mean? There's down, you don't just go from strength to strength always. Right? So the Lakers got Maxi Kleber and Morris as well. They got a 4-and-D spot up shooter as well. This man over here, right here, he shoot. What is Rob Pelinka going to the biker club after the press conference? I need some of Rob Pelinka swag. That's what I need in my life, folks. This man, I feel like, did he manufacture this deal or did the Mavericks just hand it to him? Either way, this man is balling. Got the chain on. Rob Pelinka looks like he's going to Sunset Boulevard after to do a photo shoot. That's how he's looking right now. And that might be how he's feeling because every single box has been checked. There's no more uncertainty in the how do you go from LeBron to Luka? This would have almost not. There's like no chance this would have happened via free agency, but it was just given to him. Oh. So we know the Lakers, new face of the franchise, set in perpetuity, next, 10 years, whatever. And then this is the thing that continues to bother me, folks. I'm hearing, okay, I know we have to, this is such a mega story that, everybody's coming at it from different ways and angles and everything else like that. I get it. Respectfully. But people are acting like Luka Dončić has not been a winner since he stepped foot in the league. Never mind the finals that they broke through to last year. They weren't supposed to. How about a year or two before that when they knocked the Suns out? When the Suns are supposed to get back to the finals. Do people forget that? And who went into Phoenix and torched them before Jason Kidd got there? When I believe they had Jalen Brunson and didn't know what to do with him? Who led that charge to torch and close the Phoenix Suns championship window? Thick boy Luka. Oh, broad shoulders Luka. Okay, I'm firmly in the Doncic camp here. This from Dallas. Hold on. We need visuals. We need visuals. We need visuals. You know what I'm talking about, folks. I need imagery. I'm taking it here, folks. I'm taking it here. This has to, you know what I mean? Do I and you know what I mean? Come on. Are we back? Hold on. Rob, chill. We're gonna come back to Rob. We're gonna come back to Rob. How's everybody out there doing? We 25 minutes in to the Sand City Sports. Cape Cod Kid, your host. All right, and we got Luka. We doing Luka. We're gonna do the NBA. Obviously, it's we go Tuesday coming up. We have to do some Super Bowl stuff. We gotta do some Super Bowl stuff. Okay, and then some NIL. Gonna do about an hour on tonight's check-in. Okay, but this, you know what I mean, Luka. You know what do they say? There's just so much. There's just so much to to glean, But I'm letting it be known, no uncertain ways, how I feel about this, folks, and what just transpired. Let's keep those receipts, keep them all, because this is what the Dallas Mavericks just did, as far as I'm concerned. This here is just what they did, right? Okay, this was bringing Darko in over and against D Wade, Chris Bosh, Carmelo Anthony. All right, this is right. You could have had all those players on a gifted, team. And Joe Dumars, he had a legitimate starting five that was locked in with Billups, with Rip, with Tayshaun, with Wallace, with Rashid. So it was a question of, you know what I mean, Carmelo. We're gonna have to do something. One of those guys got to come off the bench. And Joe Dumars, now in retrospect, you should have just made one of them come off the bench and just had somebody beat Ginobili, right? In retrospect, we can see that. No, hold on, come on, right? What did he say? I look back now on it. You didn't know how to. Now that's hindsight's 2020. The hindsight is 2020, folks. Sure, but yeah, and it's tough because all those guys were all-star level players. So, but Carmelo, Carmelo was going to have to come off the bench, or Chris Bosh was going to have to come off the bench, or Dwayne Wade's going to. Well, Manu Ginobili came off the bench and is in the Hall of Fame. Make it work. Find a way to make it happen. Okay, you need HVAC supplies. I don't know if we need that. Next that. Okay, goodbye. I don't need you. But all-wheel drive. People know. And I forgot to get gas. I was supposed to gas on up. It is what it is. Okay, Willis is Willis. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the. I got to show you guys Willis. I don't picture, but I'll give you like his breed. Willis's breed. He been well behaved. Went in and got his bath and everything like that. I got to get myself because it's just been too long. I got to get some nail clippers. His nails, clip him up. He's a little bit sensitive. Dog's a little bit sensitive, but you know what I mean. He keeps barking. Your boy, I might have to hold up if he keeps barking. I might have to step outside and be like, "What's good?" Step outside, but he's kind of got a sensitive nose, so he's a hunting dog. But if it keeps up, we have to pause, take a look and see what's going on in the neighborhood. I don't know. But back to Sand City Sports. All right, we done a half an hour. See, I got to get my life. I got to get it right so we can, But it's a beautiful thing. Everything I'm doing right now, I love to do. Referee, great game today. Local crosstown rivalry matchup. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful matchup. And good days. On the 9 to 5 at school. So that's why, so a little bit later. But this Luka thing. But yeah, folks, this is what we're gonna. I feel like in because the Darko was class of, we remember, class of 2003, if we can remember back. He was the second pick behind LeBron James. Yes, LeBron James. Um, so it's been 22 years, and it's clear what it was. So that's how I feel we're gonna be looking back. And with Luka, with you know Flash and Dash Rob Pelinka in the press conference, like, Dallas Mavericks, you really did that. Never mind the fact, there's all of this, and I know we need storylines, but since when is AD and Kyrie going to work? Since when is do they are like, I imagine they, obviously everybody knows everybody, played together, Team USA, and the issues, Kyrie, LeBron, that's all swept under the rug, and people just have moved on. But that's another part of this. On paper, yes, because you have a post player and you have a guard, so they balance each other out. But obviously, in practice, I'm not convinced that Anthony Davis, like, he was chomping at the bit to play with Kyrie Irving. Not convinced. Not convinced at all. But there they are together. Okay. This is what we're left with. This is what we are going to be left with, in my view. And now we have to start. All right, because we got to start looking forward. Can and when, that's ridiculous. LeBron, right? 3 more years. Okay, minimum. 3 more years. Bryce is here, playing here. Right? No, he's not here. He's not in them. Right. So that dream vision, has been achieved, and it's going as well as can be. It's not, obviously he's not. But he's in the G League. He comes up for certain games. He gets some time out there. And it's a different, very difficult for him, but he's in the mix, right? Okay. Bryce going to U of A, taking his talents there for the apprenticeship year, and then I imagine, he's going to end up somehow, some way on the Lakers. So that's next year, and then the year after it. So theoretically, he's going to play with Bronny and Bryce for 1 year. I say 2 is the max. I say LeBron plays 4 more years at a high level. Okay, and can the Lakers win a championship in that window? Okay, can the Lakers with LeBron and Luka, go ahead. Let me. Okay, I got a couple things. No. Got to X a couple things out, and we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Luka. Let's get the whole. I used the wrong search engine, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I like the picture. You know what I mean? Okay. See, I'm in the wrong. Gotta use the right production value. How's everybody out there doing? Hope everybody's good. We're on the Google. Come back. We got pictures from the All-Star game, right? Pictures of the All-Star game, but let's keep it 100, folks. Let's keep it 100, folks. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, if Luka and Kyrie can get it done, Luka and LeBron can get it done. Point period, end of story. If it worked with Luka and Kyrie, then it can't. Hold on now, folks. Now let's we got to take a look at this. It has to be understood. Why did it work with Luka and Kyrie? Who was the head coach? Who was able to get through to LeBron and Kobe on the Redeem team? Go ahead and check those receipts, folks. Go ahead and check them. Right? Jason Kidd brought in, was he as talented at that particular point in his career as a Chris Paul, who was still climbing, as a Darren Williams? No, Jason Kidd was at the tail end of his career, but he was on that Redeem team, most certainly. Okay, and necessarily so because he was the culture and chemistry, all right, guy. He was the glue guy on those teams, bringing people together, right? And that went forward. Jason Kidd had, talked about it, had the opportunities too early, went ahead and learned the craft of coaching as an assistant under Frank Vogel. So then when he gets his opportunity with Dallas, he's now, right, he has the experience and he has the IQ. And, he's out there and he's taking the Mavericks places where, people didn't think they were going to go. That Suns victory remains huge. Unfortunate for that team and Monty Williams and, Devin Booker, so on and forth. But to get to the finals last year, that's nothing to sneeze at. And to get through to Kyrie Irving and Luka Dončić, again, why this deal makes absolutely no sense, because you had two mercurial stars. Two stars, right, that did things. See, dog on it. Every episode is something. Every episode is something, folks, and it's just crazy. This is crazy. I didn't plug in the doggone computer. What the heck is going on? So we gotta hold on. Crazy. Am I good? Am I shot? Yeah, we're good. 1 second. You learn something right? Apologies. Fortunately, we got a strong connection and everything else like that. Didn't plug it into power. My bad. Excuse me here. Heck is going on? What's wrong with this guy? Somebody call the director. People's acting up and not doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right, folks. So I'm going to hook up this. We're not going to have any issues. I don't mind telling you. I ignored Verizon. Don't do that, folks. I ignored Verizon for too long. Everybody, I'm so busy and this is going on and that's going on. I don't know. Maybe I should be more organized. I don't know what it is, but I ignored Verizon and finally Verizon was like, no more. We had enough of you. We had enough of you. And I had to loop around and get the service. You know what I mean? They was telling me, they was calling me, for like a week, and I just got lost in the sauce until Verizon said, all right, your service is cut off. You cut off. So I was like, my bad, Verizon. Logged in, made the payment, and it came back on. But yeah, things, you know what I mean? Folks, is Jason Kidd the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers? Foremost concern. Foremost concern, right? Put the pinky finger up, shout out the pinky and the brain. What are we doing tonight? The same thing we do every night, right? We trying to, get Sand City popping, cracking. What are we doing tonight? Same thing we do every night. We're trying to take over the world. All right? Who is the head coach? Right? We know it's JJ Redick. It's not Jason Kidd. And that is huge. Now, is JJ Redick the right coach for this team? Do you go ahead and change things? No, you don't. But he needs help. Lots of help. More help than he's currently getting. Is Scott Brooks a good assistant? Yes. They brought in these assistant coaches, to go ahead and be there. I got no problem with it. Okay? Got to X out of some of these. Too many tabs are open. Bottom line, though, folks, is no two ways about it. Redick now needs more help. And if you're going to go about it, this reminds me again of the Brooklyn Nets situation when they had star power on star power. Now, granted, LeBron James is not going to be walking in talking about we don't need a coach. And you can be the coach and I can be the coach. Like the madness that was being spoken in Brooklyn when that big three, Kyrie, Harden, and Durant got together under the leadership of Sean Marks. On paper, it should have worked. In theory, it should have worked. Okay, but you got that Kyrie, you know, the Kyrie Irving that Jason Kidd was able to get through to last year, who was just going MIA, not telling anybody, being away from the team. There, obviously, the pandemic was going on, and you know what? Now, it boggles the mind now. But Kenny Atkinson should have been the coach of that team, that Brooklyn Nets team. And what would the results have been? He had to wait another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you know, to get his next head coaching opportunity. And how is he doing with that? How's Kenny Atkinson doing as, you know, a head coach of a team that had internal problems and couldn't get out of the first round? How's he doing? We're gonna see him for the All-Star game? Yeah, we're going. Yeah, he's coaching the East. He's doing pretty well, right? And so, and it's good to see we got some people checking in. Appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, make it do what it do. With LeBron and Luka, you know, the question is leadership. You know, and JJ, you know, a nice guy. He's just not built for this right now. LeBron and Luka need a Phil Jackson, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra, Rick Carlisle, and even though Luka, you know, and Rick Carlisle, you know what I mean? But again, folks, that is not, you know, LeBron played with Spoelstra for a quick minute. And then outside of that, it's just been, you know, he just picks the coach. You know, David Blatch, you know, I forget, you know, I believe was his name, was a coach that was doing pretty good. And he was Dan Gilbert's handpicked guy. And LeBron just got to the point where he's like, I had enough of this guy. We don't remember that as much because they went ahead and won a championship in 2016. But we don't remember that, you know, David Blatch was essentially forced out mid-season. Yeah, and I think that narrative would be 100, you know, much different had they not won the championship, right? So you got two, you know, Luka got Rick Carlisle up and out of there, who's a very, you know, capable coach. And LeBron went ahead and got, you know, David Blatch, Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel, you know. So that on the court and these two understanding the importance of winning, wanting to win, all of that stuff. But you need, right? It was Phil Jackson that was able to get Kobe and Shaq on the right page. Phil Jackson was able to get through to Scotty and Michael. Okay? Popovich, convincing the Ginobili to come off the bench. That's a good thing. And his relationship with Tim Duncan, you know, and Tim Duncan, you know, just being big fundamentals and consistent for many moons. And David Robinson before him. You know, Pop was that, you know, that leader, that he, you know, all-time great coach. So as much as I feel the Lakers dominated this deal and got everything and a bag of chips, as much as that is the case, folks, you know, it's equally the case. Equally, I will say that. As much as the Lakers dominated this, like they got everything. You right? This is a situation. I got to see. In order to get through to Luka and LeBron, you need a Pat Riley. That's who you need. Remember that Paul Westhead was not, you know, the guru of Go. By the way, check that out on ESPN 30 for 30. Check out the guru of Go. It's awesome. Check it out. Okay? But I lost, and then I retained my train of thought. Pat Riley was that coach that was brought in, right? By Dr. Jerry Buss to lead that team. And did he lead them to 4 NBA championships? You know, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 NBA finals. You know, they were in the finals every year in the 80s. Saved 1986. The Rockets broke through. I think that's it. 82 Lakers. 83 Lakers. They got full forward by the Sixers. 84 Lakers. Destroyed the Celtics in game 1. Celtics came back and won that series in 7. 85 Lakers. Revenge tour. 86 Houston. 87 Lakers. 88 Lakers. Back to back. 89 Lakers. Okay, Isaiah Thomas steps in. Pat Riley, taking over the team in 1982, went to every single finals -1. Okay, we can say that he was the right man for the job. All right, folks. My issue is not this. JJ Redick needs, right? He needs but here's the thing. I don't know if that's gonna work if you bring in a Sam Cassell, a Jeff Van Gundy type, a Darvin Ham who's back in, right? We talk about coaching and the brain trust. Darvin Ham, who did a good job with the Lakers, didn't do it bad. He wasn't awful, but now he's on Doc Rivers' staff with Milwaukee. And how is Milwaukee doing, by the way? Before the impending disaster that was the beginning of the season, Giannis putting the subliminals out, and Dame, always kind of been 1 foot in, 1 foot out. How's that going now in Milwaukee? Well, they have at 2, 3. I think David Jorger is on that staff too, coach for Memphis. You got 3 head coaches and then a whole analytics team and all the rest of that stuff. Can JJ Redick, with the assistants like Scotty Brooks, get through, in his first year? JJ Redick, this is his first year coaching, period. He went from coaching his kids' AAU team, like 5th grade basketball. You know what I mean? I see these games. Final score 12-8. In a 32-minute stop clock game. That's what JJ Redick was coaching prior to this year. And now he's got LeBron and Luka to guide. I'm telling you right now, need to beef up that bench. And not next season. You can go through this season and see how we know. We don't know. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling, folks. You got 2 guys that are supremely gifted. Supremely gifted. What happens when you have that level of talent? You don't even think twice about things being done your way. You don't even think twice, right? If you're Michael Jordan, they're living at that, billionaire 1% of 1%, the 0.0, you know what I mean? You're just obeyed. You ever express to somebody that's influential, whether through, their standing, role in government, finances. You ever talk to somebody, that's in that world and just express an opinion? Never mind an opinion that's different than theirs, but just, show that you have some knowledge of certain things. It's one of those folks kind of give you the side eye. Not that you did anything wrong or were untoward, in any way, and didn't show them the deference or the respect or whatever the case may be. It's that, if you're 1% of the wealth, you're just used to being obeyed. And you can be kind of nice to people, like, but at the end of the day, you do what I say. And that's what matters, or what, right? You do what that's the same circumstance that LeBron and LeBron and Luka, they live on Mount Olympus in the world of sports. So they are used to being obeyed. They're not used to being challenged or questioned. And I think that's what's at the heart of why Dallas moved him in the first place. talked about the new ownership group, and Luka, is I'm doing what I'm doing, and by the time they had got there, I'm sure some of his habits had become extensive. That's not the right word. Exacerbated is a better word. Some of Luka's poor habits, especially since they went to the finals, and because he was of the view, and rightfully so, that you're not going to trade me. That's the hang up in this scenario. The Lakers need a Pat Riley, and Pat Riley is not coming out of the front office for the Miami Heat. They need a experienced veteran experience mean the same thing. Yawning. So the Lakers need to beef up the brain trust. They have to beef up the brain trust for this to work. Okay, point period, end of story. All right, in terms of Kyrie and AD, okay, we can stop sharing over here. In terms of Kyrie and AD, folks, I'm just, you got two stars that are reticent to be stars. Meaning, now of course, you're a superstar, you make the All-Star team, you make the Team USA and stuff like that. So they're used to that. That's not what I mean. But, I just, AD is going to take some time for him to recalibrate and get used to, being in a new city, and he's from Chicago, and his family and different, and when he played New Orleans and all the rest of this stuff. It's just going to, So to kind of wrap up, good, we got this hour in. With the Kyrie Irving situation, see, making mistakes here. That's not good. Okay. Bottom line is this, and let's come back. We're gonna share the screen, and we're gonna go. We're gonna head back to the press conference, folks. We're gonna head back to the press conference. Because bottom line is Luka, he means business. He's about it. He's about it. And, as much as a, staunch as I am related to Luka's talent, I have no problem with recognizing that, being that talented, he just felt like he could do whatever the heck he wanted whenever he wanted. And that's most likely what's at, and not most likely, that's not good to say. That's what is at, in my view, obviously. The heart of him being moved. He was all the way comfortable doing things how he did things. Unorthodox, unorganized, the whole 9 yards. And it got to the point where that, this new ownership group just said, we're going to stick it to you. We're going to take a huge gamble, but that's something. And there's talk about team moving to Vegas and all this other stuff, and that's just put a team in Vegas if you want. And then the reports that I'm hearing is that LeBron James is supposed to be first in line for that team. So maybe this new ownership group has their eyes set on Mexico City. I don't know. Lakers need a leader. First-rate leader to get through to the all-timers. And then they're going to be in the mix. This guy, leather jacket in L.A. Is it good cold out there? I don't know. Pulled off the deal of the century. And, the conditioning and the rough edges, it's going to take time and people are going to get adjusted, fine. But if and when they do, Lakers, right? Because again, LeBron is getting up there, but Luka is 25, motivated, determined to have people put some respect on his name.